You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of Soulshriven outside Menimarco's castle.
How did we get inside?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as?
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
We'll find a way in.
What a scheme. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving Horker.
Any suggestions?
Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of Soulshriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around.
We better get started then.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
Farmazar wishes he had his wares. Even worms need new clothes, yes?
I need to find a way to the castle. You know of one?
Feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department?
Sir Cadwell, what are you doing here?
Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree?
We need to find a way to the castle.
Tiberius Garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons.
We need to rescue Abner Thorn. It's complicated.
I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
Thank you, Sir Cadwell.
That might be our best chance to get inside.
keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers.
What's next?
This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam.
Go on.
Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside.
What do you need from us?
Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game?
I'm game. Let's go.
Onward! Ha ha! Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea.
Thanks.
A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far.
What is he doing up there?
I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises.
Why don't you come with us? We could use another hand.
Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Thanks, Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me. Should I be...
No, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire? None. The one on the throne is a patsy, and the one in the tower isn't useful anymore.
That's not even funny. Get back to work, would you?
What? It's true. Lord Mannimarco is gonna peel his skin off and make a particularly ugly flesh Atronach out of him. Mark my words.
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move. There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
What's the problem?
The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it.
How do we get through it?
Here's a thought. The flesh Atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own Atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier.
How do you build a flesh Atronach?
It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
We're on our way.
I can't imagine how the worms get used to this. Going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. Lung? Not the most glamorous task, is it?
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book. We'll make a necromancer of you yet. You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
that Sam looking?
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can. So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection.
I'm here to get you out, per our arrangement.
And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower.
Why should we trust you, Thawne?
A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes and to replace him.
What? How?
The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
He's trying to find the Amulet of Kings before we do?
Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself.
That sounds bad. What else can you tell me?
I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Now, Thawne. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Can we test your resilience?
Test. So. Here we go!
Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting. Surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
There's three kinds.
Dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council. His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down while his attentions are on me.
You betray me, Thawne. Your suffering will be legendary.
Legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all.
Why did you help me?
Because Manimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk.
What now?
First things first. We need to get out of here alive. We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Let's go.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Titanborn. Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring-do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt.
Great timing, Cadwell.
Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise.
Why don't you come with us?
Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise?
You should come along. It might be good for you.
Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward!
Let's go.
Into the chute, come on.
Blah. Ugh. Oh man, that's Ew, ew, ew.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
Come on!
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods, Manimarco will pay dearly for this.
Are you alright?
Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we?
You were going to tell us where Sai Sahan is.
Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
You don't know where he is?
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
You tricked us!
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige. You're angry. It is to be expected.
You're the Emperor?
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
Why didn't you tell me? Why the deception?
In truth, I feared you'd kill me. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. If Molag Bal destroys this world...
How can I trust you now? Or Lyris?
You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance.
So, what now?
We must find Saisahan. Everything depends on that.
What should I do?
In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Mana Marco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
What's this?
Wants to speak to you. Go to the Davin's Watch Mages Guild. Quick! Quick!
You look strong and capable, good in a fight, and brave enough to travel the world in search of adventure. If my assessment is even close to correct, I could use your help.
What do you need?
The Konenliker, the great games to honor the reign of King Yoren, fills the city with mirth and good cheer. When a new king survives to his 10th year on the throne, we celebrate. But not everyone who has come to Windhelm is in a festive mood.
What's wrong?
The Stormfist clan hasn't been seen in a decade, but they return for these games. Since then, there have been numerous injuries and a few deaths, and I fear worse things are to come. The clan stays at the Cold Moon Inn. See what you can learn.
What do you do in Windhelm?
I am the Thane of Windhelm. My father was captain of the guard. I followed in his footsteps and climbed a bit higher. We Stormcloaks helped build Windhelm centuries ago. We're an old family, and we're proud of our heritage.
Well, what does a Thane do?
What do I do? What don't I do? Rules and regulations. Meetings with King Yoren and other Thanes. Now I'm hosting pack delegates. A lot of political nonsense. Mostly, I delegate so that I can guard the city. People feel safer with the Thane around.
There are Ebonheart pack delegates in Windhelm?
Yes. They've come for the celebration, but also to meet with King Yoren about packed business. I try not to get too involved. In fact, I'm not sure how Yoren stands all the pomp and ceremony. It would drive me insane.
Why do you spit the Stormfist clan?
We don't like to talk about it. But Yoren wasn't the unanimous choice to ascend the throne. The Stormfist clan backed his challenger, and they have been associated with ill omens ever since. Discretion is called for, hence an outsider like you.
Who was the challenger?
Yoren's brother, Fieldgore. He desired the throne. Normally, succession is determined by the crown of Freydis, but there were complications. Anyway, the brothers fought, Yoren won, and Fieldgore was exiled. End of story. Or so we thought.
Well? You know the helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
Get yourself a drink, and one for me. I don't feel so well.
I'm not leaving until you let us in.
That bowl of jiggling jelly looks delicious. Can I get the recipe?
Over here, Initiate.
The Mages Guild always maintains an air of neutrality, but I really want to experience this Nord festival. I admit I find all the excitement rather exhilarating.
I heard the Mages Guild's interesting books.
We're always on the lookout for important and rare manuscripts. Books of a magical nature are especially in high demand.
I would have enjoyed tangling with the orcs at Malak's Maw. They're strong fighters, almost as strong as Nords. You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful.
I found these notes of weapon caches hidden around the city.
Cheating at the Conanliker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing.
What do you need me to do?
I want you to enter the next event, the Foot Race of the Nine Holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the Western Wall.
Speak to Lenny at the Western Wall.
Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race.
Why do you want me to enter the race?
You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
Trading right here.
We're celebrating the king here. Eat like you mean it.
If you're not participating in the race of the Nine Holds, please stand back.
I'm the new champion, Windhelm.
I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare.
What are the rules of the race?
Rules? Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. One for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event.
Bottoms up. Behave yourself.
Thanks. It's the rare soul who stops to help an opponent.
What happened to you?
Treachery.
An orcish arrow. Poisoned. I drank a potion, but it didn't help. I'm finished.
I can help you.
It's too late for me. You need to listen. I saw where the assassin fled. To the south, away from the city. They must be hiding nearby. Avenge me, champion. Avenge!
What happened to you? You were doing so well. Why'd you stop running?
One of the racers were murdered.
Another murder? In broad daylight? Thane Mara just left and she wants to speak to you. And she needs to hear about this anyway. Hurry and meet her in front of the palace.
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course.
Hardring was attacked during the race. I had a chance to speak with him before he died.
Another blasted attack. You showed compassion, abandoning the race to aid another. Empathy is worth as much as strength, in my opinion. Now about Hadring. We need to find his killers and bring them to justice. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack, but every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole.
I'll find the assassins.
I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion?
I understand perfectly.
I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Karl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed, and deal with this as quickly as you can.
Hadring told me where the assassin went before he died.
Well done. I'll mobilize the guard to prevent any more Stormfists from getting into the city. Go south and find the assassins. Bring me back something I can show to King Yoren to let him know we've taken care of this problem.
Well?
I hope you've got deep, loose pockets.
Poor Lower Yorgrim. What a crying shame that's turned out to be. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, Traveler.
Why? What's wrong?
Giants attacked Lower Yorgrim. It's a disaster.
Is there anything I can do?
If you're smart, you'll stay away from there. I don't see any good coming out of that place for the foreseeable future. But if you really want to help, find Iriki Frostwind. She's at the fishing camp down the road.
And that's where I'm headed.
If only we had a cold wind blows. Giants stomp through our village, and we have nothing but the shirts on our backs to keep us warm. You've picked a poor time to visit Lower Yorgrim.
What can I do now?
I don't have a grand quest to offer you. We are just cold and hurt and afraid for our lives.
There must be something I could do.
Well, the wolves came to Lower Yorgrim after the giants attacked. They roam the streets and feast on our dead. Perhaps you could collect a few wolf pelts for me. I can turn them into blankets. At least those of us that survived can stay warm.
I'll return with some wolf pelts.
Lower Yorgrim is dying, stranger. We have nothing left to offer you. I suggest you find somewhere else to rest this night.
What happened here?
Giants attacked our village. Many villagers died in Lower Yorgrim because of these mindless savages. I gathered the few survivors I could find and fled to this fishing camp.
Why would the giants attack Lower Yorgrim?
I don't know. This is the first time the giants have ventured this close to the village, and the first time they've attacked us. My brother, Scorvild, is assembling a force of warriors to drive off the giants. You should talk to my brother.
If you seek sanctuary, you've come to the wrong place. This is my war council, and you have interrupted its proceedings.
Your sister sent me. I'm here to help.
I see. Dear Iriki. Always trying to help her big brother. Well, while we formulate our plans to retake Lower Yorgrim, I suppose there is something you can do.
Tell me how I can help.
Before we charge out to deal with the wolves and giants, we need someone to rescue any other villagers still trapped out there. If you could get the civilians out of the way, that will be one less thing for me and my warriors to worry about.
I'll rescue the villagers.
Yes, and keep an eye out for my warrior, Burge. I sent him to retrieve supplies, but he hasn't returned. If you could also collect those supplies, it would improve our chances against the giants immensely.
What kind of supplies?
Rations. Made from an old family recipe. An army fights best on a full stomach, or so they say. In truth, my warriors have a tradition. They always eat these specific rations before going into battle, and I'm loath to break our routine.
Rescue villagers and retrieve the supplies. Got it.
Meet us at the manor house to the south when you've completed these tasks. The armory there contains the weapons and armor we need to make our first strike against the giants. Good luck out there, stranger.
Is it safe out there?
Safe enough. Scorvid Frostwind asked me to save who I could. Keep your head down and get to the fishing village.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Who are you? What are you doing out here?
Scorvid Frostwind sent me. Tried to get to the safety of the fishing village.
Oh, thank you. I'll go to the fishing village. That's where Iriki always takes us during an emergency.
Did Scorvild send you?
Yes, Scorvid sent me to find you.
No, leave me alone. I didn't look in the sacks.
What are you talking about?
Please don't kill me. He sent you to get his precious meat after I failed to return, didn't he? I don't want anything else to do with Scorvild or his cult. Just leave me alone.
Kill you? What cult?
You don't know? Scorvild has always been intense, but lately he's become obsessed with power. His militia treats him like he's some sort of god. I suggest you stay out of his way and leave Lower Yorgrim before it's too late.
I don't understand any of this.
Scorvild organized the militia. He wants to offer his services to the Skald King. But something went wrong. He forced us to eat the disgusting rations he made. After that, the giants attacked Lower Yorgrim. I think Scorvild drew the giants to us.
How did he do that?
I don't know exactly. But I think it has something to do with the rations. I looked in one of the sacks. His rations, he makes them from giant meat.
Scorvid and his followers are eating the flesh of giants?
Scorvild discovered a ritual in a secret room beneath the manor house. He's become more and more belligerent ever since. You need to tell Iraki about this. Bring the giant meat to her as proof. She'll know what to do. Me, I'm heading to Windhelm.
it hurts. Oh, how it
You're back! Were you able to kill any of those beasts? And did you bring us any of their pelts?
Here are the pelts you requested.
Thank you. Some of Lower Yorgrim's refugees will sleep warmly tonight. Please, take this for your troubles.
Did you find Scorvild? Are you the one who rescued the villagers?
Yes to both questions, and I know why the giants attacked. Scorvild's to blame.
What? How could my brother cause the giants to attack Lower Yorgrim? That makes no sense. What proof do you have?
This is giant meat. He plans to use the meat to perform a ritual to make him stronger.
Oh no! Scorfield has gone insane! Please, you must stop him. If he goes ahead with this ritual, he'll only make matters worse. What happened? I heard a terrible commotion from below. Did he? Is my brother dead?
He left me with no choice.
I understand. I will mourn for my brother later. Right now, we still have to do something about the giants.
What do you suggest?
I don't know where the closest giant burial ground is. But perhaps if we burn the remains, it will show them that we're sorry. That we want to be left in peace. Use the fire right outside. Then meet me at the fishing camp when the task is done.